Ladies and gentlemen.
This is my bad side.
Ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to talk about our impressions with these handguns.
You're yelling.
We wanted to talk about our impressions with these handguns.
Now you sound like you're in your kitchen.
So welcome back. We just got through shooting exactly 6 weeks ago, and we thought we would discuss our impressions of the guns. And I shot the OZ9, which, by the way, we've shot these handguns before from each other, but we just hadn't run drills with them. So that was fun. You want to go first and talk about the
Walther PDP?
Yeah, and so that's the 4.5 inch. You had said in the video it was a 5 inch, or you thought it was, but there's like this rumor going around that I read somebody talking about on Reddit that the 4.5 inch, the PDP Pro SD, PDP Pro 4.5 inch is 5 inch barrel. And I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. But
well, they make a compact of the SD Pro as well, which is going to be a
4.5 and 5, right?
I would assume so, but I mean, they may not make the 5 inch. I know for a fact they make the 4, and then obviously they make the 4.5.
They make a 4.5.
So,
but they make a 5 inch regular.
Dude had it in his video the other day, and he mentioned about the 4 inch. Tactical considerations.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, this is, as far as this firearm goes, this is probably one of my favorite firearms that it is not a Glock. The serrations on it are insane. I haven't messed with the optic system a lot. The trigger, especially now that it has, this is the Pro trigger.
Yeah. That's the performance, or PDP.
To be a factory trigger.
That's not the factory, that's the aftermarket one.
Well, no, it's not, because it's Walther.
Yeah,
so that's from the factory.
That's their.
No, yeah, it's their Pro series, but it comes from the factory. You know, I mean,
true.
Glock's performance trigger isn't this.
That's true.
So nothing close to it. And then also being left-handed, if like this is the easiest gun I've used to be able to drop the slide. So if you're doing reloads. For me, there's nothing easier that I've used so far, especially with the striker fired pistol. Now the grip, I know you put the Talon grip Pro.
Yeah, Pro.
Yeah. This is not a bad grip. I do have it on some Glocks. It does wear down, but it may be better than what's underneath. I don't really know because I haven't shot that a ton.
It is.
508T looks familiar, but very good dot. And this is the big button version. So this is before Trigicon caused them to swap on over to little baby buttons. But overall, this firearm was fantastic. As we shot the Core 4, which you have shot 465 times more than I have.
For sure.
Also, when we were doing it, we were supposed to be wearing the same exact holster. So you just happened to forget your MSP holster, which is a fantastic holster.
I run that holster just fine, though. I'm telling you.
No. I know it's a fantastic
holster
for those. It's a bigger holster. I would prefer something.
And you don't like that holster.
A little smaller, and I don't even prefer a big light anyway.
Yeah.
But it's easier to shoot out of the one that you were shooting out of. But overall, this gun's badass, and I'm more than happy with it.
Was it snappy at all to you?
To me, it's not. No, I don't. I know a lot of people say that, but I didn't notice it. So, this is pretty sweet firearm.
So you want one? You would own that?
Definitely.
And in that same configuration, or would you use a different?
I would have a better configuration because I would have a magwell.
And stippled, different dot.
And RMR HD.
You know, people stipple those things.
You could stipple them, but I have to try their texture first.
Gotcha.
So.
All right, let's rip it off and try. No, don't do that. It's not. I thought it would be based on reviews. I thought that the texture would be better than it was, and it was not. It was like kind of grippy, but it reminded me like of a bicycle handle. you know, a bicycle handle, like you grab it and it kind of moves around in your hand or whatever.
Yeah, when you first watch the reviews, they have the little circles on them.
Yeah.
They act like it's like smooth, but when you grab it, it's
Right.
grippy. But then some people get like sweaty hands and it slips.
Of course, yeah.
So,
it kind of
You
is
know,
like
everybody's a
without the
little bit
grip.
different. So,
Right.
but yeah, I would say that would be that as far as the Walther goes. How'd you like the very similar Zev to the Glock platform?
I loved it so much so that I think I want one, and the very familiar, same familiar dot, which I like. Dot almost seems on this one bigger than the gun, doesn't it? It seems out of place a little bit.
Nah, I think it looks really good. I think it looks fantastic. Here, swap over.
Yeah, I really, all right, so the cool thing about this, and I've shot this OZ9 a few times, but the cool thing about this gun versus a Glock or the Shadow Systems is that it's a little bit heavier, and that weight to me makes it just shoot a little bit flatter. I like a little bit more weight. I like, which is why I put in like different guide rods, while I put a light on the front. I enjoy the weight, and there is more weight to this gun, and therefore to me it shot better. The trigger I enjoyed. I have shot this trigger before, and I remember it biting into my finger. I had no issues shooting. The mag release is awesome, absolutely awesome.
Yeah, that one's actually my favorite mag release.
Then
don't forget, because it's weightier, if that's a word, because of the fire control group.
Right.
Because as you're dropping it in, you're not putting Glock parts into a polymer frame with the slide, and then obviously the polymer frame. But this right here, where I'm holding, is literally the fire control group. It goes all the way out to the front. So.
Right, and so if you wanted to switch it up and do a compact grip, you could. I know you can on this one, but in the new editions that they have coming out, you should be able to go from compact to full size to compact, switch them up in any configuration that you want.
Yes, you can do that.
Yeah. I didn't have to use it because we did we didn't do slide lock reloads. So for this one, I didn't have to use it, but that I really think that I would not need, if I was using this, I would not need a slide, an extended and range slide stop slide release because of the way that that's configured.
Look, you actually can't. So this is a Vickers slide release.
Because that's the only one that fits on that.
Yes, I did try and put it on there to stick a little nub out because it sits so flush.
Yeah.
I mean, and for me, I have to operate it with my left hand, being Gen 3, Gen 4 version. And then with the Gen 5, obviously I can manipulate it on the opposite side. But you actually can't, you can't do it unless you want to put an even smaller one, and then it's just going to basically insert itself into the frame and become damn near unusable.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, but I think that the way it's recessed in there, I don't think that my grip would hold that down, though maybe. I mean, there's only one way to know for sure. And two, I was thinking, I did not notice when I was drawing, I did not notice this beaver tail pushing my thumb off that back plate as much as but I don't think that I would need to shave that down if this was mine. There's only one way to know for sure, of course. But if I did, I would send it off to my guy, Jordan at TriStar Customs, and he would just shave that down and call it a day. So I also like, it's got some really good texturing right here. And for me, that's exactly where my grip goes. So I left this on there. This I would take off, but I think that I would not need a stipple job for that. Though again, there's only one way to know for sure.
This underneath is
really like the undercut.
Yes. But also it can pull back into the actual grip.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like right in there, that little divot makes it's huge.
Yeah.
Like on any gun to me. So it also doesn't help. I mean, does help obviously that it's ported.
And that arc slide is really, really nice. And I didn't notice. I hear stories about porting, and I have ported guns, but I didn't notice any debris. It did not affect my shooting at all. So that was not something that I had to deal with. I love this dot, so I love the gun. The only thing that I remember from shooting running drills was wishing that I had worked the trigger a little bit faster, but that would come with dry fire. We literally were cold. The first shots we took were running that drill, Well, we zeroed, and then the first fast shots we took were running that drill. We had not shot any other than just to make sure that it was zeroed, and this one actually wasn't zeroed. I think I want to say I moved it up maybe 15 places.
Yeah,
and it still wasn't great, but it was good enough that I felt comfortable. We were ready to get to shooting. So
I had just taken it off of the Glock 45 and then swapped it over. So no, I hadn't fully zeroed it yet.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously similar platform, but yeah, it's going on a different slide. And then you also have the comp versus the Radian.
So guys, two great guns. Obviously, we had a good time shooting, and yeah, if you aren't, Steve has a channel, not Guy EDC, but
EDC guy.
EDC_guy. Is that right? Yeah. So check him out, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.